Polygon Siskiu T9 long-term review. After 6 months of riding this thing, what do I love about it? What do I hate about it? How does it climb? How does it descend? How does it handle these black diamond jumps right here? Stay tuned to find out all that and much more. Let's get it. So what do I love about the bike? I love that, 135 mils, how efficient that rear end is at climbing, yet still enough travel to smash downhill. I love the Fox Performance Elite fork that came on here. It is only 140 mils. I like it a lot better with this 150, but still love the fact that at that budget price, it comes with not this factory, but that Fox Performance Elite 36 model on there, which is all most riders actually need. I love these TRP DHR Evo 4-piston brakes. These things have so much power. I love the XT drivetrain that comes on this bike, XT shifter, XT derailleur, Dior XT cranks. It does come with the Dior level cassette, but that cassette shifts just as good as the higher qualities, and it's gonna last a little bit longer. I love the color on that frame. It's got the kind of black fade to that green kind of sparkle right there, and then it's got the Polygon logo right there that looks oh so good with that Kashima. I love the nice sleek internal cable routing, super quiet, no rattles on this bike as you're smashing downhill. And when you're smashing downhill, I love just how confidence inspiring this bike is over the jumps, down the technical black diamond sections. I've even brought this bike to some super gnarly double black trails at my local lift access bike park. Ate all those trails up with absolutely no problems and made me wonder if I even need a downhill bike. Now let's talk about what I hate. I hate the stock stem that came on this bike. It was just so ugly. It was a nice short 35 mil, just like this Trail One stem I have on there, but I hated the way the stem looked that came on this bike. I also didn't like the bars that came on this bike, so upgraded that to the Trail One Rockville stem, Trail One Crockett alloy bars, and the Hell's Gate grips, my very favorite set of grips. I hate the fact that this bike has 175 mil cranks. I think that's just a little bit too long. Even for a trail bike like this, I would like to see 170 cranks, maybe even 165. I hate the stock dropper post lever that came on this bike, so I upgraded it to this Wolf Tooth Pro remote lever right there. And last but definitely not least, I hated the stock wheels that came on this bike. Those Entity wheels that came on this bike with those massive 2.6 Assegai tires were just way too heavy, and they definitely hurt the performance of this bike. But even with those heavy tires, this bike was handling great on the way uphill. Black diamond climb section. Here we go. It's not like the gnarliest, most technical climb, but it'll challenge you. Right here to the right though, if you can stay to the right on this. Oh, pedal, come on, let's go. Get it, yeah. Oh yeah, so easy. This bike freaking climbs like a dream. Made it up that with ease. Super efficient 135 mil rear suspension on this. Makes it pedal really good. Even with that 150 fork, which raised up the front end just a little bit, probably slack at the angles by, I don't know, half a degree or something like that. This bike is still a climbing machine, but let's go ahead and smash downhill and talk about that downhill performance. Hiking up to the top of this black diamond jump and flow trail. Let's see how the Polygon handles it. All right, black diamond on the trail bike. Let's see how she rides. Corners are a little bit loose. Woo! That nose wheelie, that was a nose wheelie. That was on purpose. Smashing down that black diamond section of that jump trail right there, I was clearing everything with ease. This bike just handles so good, even at high speed, feels super confidence inspiring. Yes, I have that fork increased up to the 150, so that does help it just a little bit on the way downhill, but even with the stock setup, this bike just rides so good. Now, who is this bike for? Which I break down into two main categories. One, if you're the beginner rider and you're just trying to dip your toe into the more expensive trail bike category, this is that great middle of the road, definitely not a cheap price, but it's a bargain price when you compare it to the higher end models like from Trek or Specialized. And with the level of components you get on this stock bike for the price that it comes at right now at sale at Bikes Online, check the link in the description down there. It's definitely a good entry level bike for those of you looking to step up your mountain bike game without breaking the bank. Second of all, this bike is really good for advanced level riders. I would consider myself an advanced rider, definitely beyond intermediate, somewhere into that advanced range. And if you do a couple upgrades like I did, like upgrading the fork to 150 millimeters of travel, upgrading, you know, some other components like the stem and that dropper post lever on there, and definitely getting a higher end wheel set, then this bike will keep up with just about any bike on the market. But at the end of the day, you guys, it's all about whatever gets you stoked to go ride. So definitely check this bike out at Bikes Online if you think you'd be interested in it. Leave a comment down below if you got any more questions. But remember, at the end of the day, it's all about getting stoked, going riding, and having some fun, people.